Hi Matt, how are you?
Good, how you doing?
Real good. It's good to see you. As you recall, the purpose of your visit today is to go over your report of findings and acquaint you with the vertebral subluxation complex and to explain the process of subluxation degeneration so that when we show you your x-rays, you'll have a better idea of what the findings are and what phase of subluxation degeneration your spine is in. This will help you better understand the nature of your care and how our office is dedicated to helping you get well. This is a very important visit in your care, and we take this report very seriously. We require that the same seriousness and cooperation from the patient during this report and during my recommendations that you follow through. Do you understand? Okay. Matt, there are three types of chiropractic care. The first is called initial intensive care. This is a beginning type of care designed to reduce or eliminate the symptomatic problem consisting of relief, care, and stabilization. Basically, what this means in your case is relief from your headaches that we talked about earlier, which initially brought you into our office. What we're going to do is focus on reduce and stabilize the most recent damage of the vertebral subluxation complex. Your case history revealed that you had a number of spinal-related accidents that could very well have set the stage of malfunction and damage necessary to cause or contribute to your headaches. A little bit later, I'm going to show you some of your x-rays so that way you can see on there what I'm talking about and how that correlates with our findings. Okay? The second type of chiropractic care is reconstructive care. This continued care is designed to correct the vertebral subluxation complex and reestablish your health. The vertebral subluxation complex is a condition in which the spine has been injured, damaging your nervous system and overall health. It has 5 separate components. The first component is called kinesiopathology. Take a look right here at the first picture demonstrating a vertebral subluxation complex. You'll see right here on chart 1, spinal kinesiopathology, which means damage to the spinal function. Here on the left, you see an illustration that shows a fairly normal spine from the front view. Here on the right, we show a damaged spine with joints that have been injured and not corrected. In this case, they are fixed or have worn excessively and are too loose, and they may even be damaged. May even be degenerated. In your case, this is what we found as well. Now, the second component of the vertebral subluxation complex is called neuropathology. Now, when I show you here the second illustration on this chart, this is going to indicate the damage to the nerve system caused by the improper function of your spine. The nerve damage can be seen as mostly irritated or pinched nerves right here and here. The illustration shows what happens when a slight degree of pressure is applied to the nerve of a laboratory animal. In just a matter of 2 to 3 minutes, the function of the nerve is destroyed up to 60%. See, this is the normal nerve right here, and this is a damaged nerve. It does not take much to damage nerve function. In your case, with the damage to your spine, as I've outlined it, there's a great deal of nerve interference throughout your spinal column, which causes your entire body to malfunction, setting the stage for increased weakness and illness, which you're seeing right now in your headaches. The third component to the vertebral subluxation complex is called myopathology. Myopathology is best illustrated in the third picture on the chart. Myopathology means that muscles have been damaged, either in the form of a spasm or sometimes even muscle weakness. If you notice in this illustration how the muscle on the left is in severe spasm, and the muscle here on the right has been wasted away and weak. Either or both of these, uncorrected, prevents your muscular system from properly supporting your spine and your entire body, causing the entire vertebral subluxation complex and your body health to deteriorate even more. The fourth part is called histopathology. This is best illustrated in the middle row of pictures, right here. Histopathology is mostly inflammation and swelling that sets stage for the degeneration of the muscles that we saw in the previous stage. These pictures are of the side view of the lower spine. Note here that the normal forward curve is present. However, also you can see here how swollen the front of the spine is from here to here. The next illustration is even worse. Right here you can see the swollen areas from scar tissue forming. The last picture is very bad. See how the thick tissue right here and here have become on the front of the spine. The bones are badly degenerated and all the areas of recent and past uncorrected spinal damage that you've had throughout your life have created scar tissue that weakens the spine. It can also degenerate its function and make it more susceptible to even further injury. Remember, many of these injuries do not cause pain at the time they happen, so you don't actually know that you're experiencing these problems. The fifth and final component to the vertebral subluxation complex is pathology. This is the result of the previous four components if they go uncorrected. This component is the ill health of the entire spine and body created by the vertebral subluxation complex. Here I'll show you one last set of x-rays. This last row of x-rays right here shows the subluxation degeneration clearly illustrates spinal ill health from the subluxation complex. Now when we compare your spine right here to the ones on the chart and determine what phase yours is in. So we're going to look back and forth, compare the different phases 1 through 5 with a picture of your spine to see where you line up. Now in phase 1 of subluxation degeneration, there's a misalignment and improper motion with no observable degeneration. However, your x-rays show that there's a misalignment and improper motion. In addition, you also have a great deal of degeneration in your lower lumbars. Uncorrected, phase 2 is the beginning of degeneration. You have much more degeneration in your spine that needs to be addressed sooner rather than later. If phase 4 were to begin, there can be total fusion, and when fusion happens, the bones are not able to be reset or removed, and basically you're stuck with what you have, what you see. Now Matt, according to my physical examination findings and the review that we went over here, my opinion is that the middle part of your back and the lower part of your back are both in phase 2. From looking at the pictures again, would you agree?
Yeah.
Okay. So my prognosis for your vertebral subluxation complex is influenced by your subluxation degeneration phase, your lifestyle, and your compliance with the recommendations that our office sets forth. Under reconstructive care, phase 1 is usually to return to normal function. Phase 2 usually returns to normal function while the current subluxation degeneration may remain, but it also may stop from getting any worse. Phase 3, there should be a significant return of function. However, the degeneration may be expected to slow down. In phase 4, only those areas of the spine not in phase 4 can respond to care. So as I showed you before, once you hit phase 4, it's basically beyond fixing, and we just have to stabilize and move forward from there. Certainly as the function and health of your spine improves, the overall function and health of your nervous system and whole body will also improve. Finally, the third type of care is called wellness care. This is after reconstructive care is completed, designed to ensure maximum neurological, spinal, and body wellness for a lifetime. In your case, Matt, my recommendation is for initial intensive care are as follows. I think your initial intensive care should be complete in approximately 3 months with 2 visits per week. At that point, what we'll do is we'll go through a re-examination, we're going to reevaluate your case, and then we'll see what type of progress you've made from today to your reevaluation. That way I can give you another report and we'll determine what your next step should be at that point. At that point, you'll either continue to go on with care, or depending on how you're feeling, you can go from there. Now's the time for us to review the financial policies of the office. This is typically where I'll have an office staff member come in and review that with you. That's obviously if you would like to continue or to choose to continue care here in our office. Is that something you'd like to do?
Yep.